let's talk about intellectual property. Now, these can run from patents, copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets. Let's talk about artificial intelligence and what it actually is. So, it is a simulation of human intelligence by machines, a robot, a cell phone, a laptop, your game console, your car even has artificial intelligence by now. Since it's 2021, we have electric cars, we have flying cars, we have the original flying car, the plane, which is a lot of flights are actually being flown with AI. There is a human component named the pilot. All right, we'll be talking about a case between Disney and Kelly Wilson. Kelly Wilson is a animated creator. She makes animation shorts. She sued Disney for a portion. Well, she sued Disney for the animated teaser trailer of Frozen. Olaf the snowman basically gets his nose taken from an animal, and we're going to look into how the similarities of her short film differs from um, the Frozen trailer that was released after she made her short film and released it. So um, let's go ahead and look at Olaf's Disney Frozen trailer first.
Ooh. Hello.
Now, as they're battling for the carrot or the nose of the snowman, um, this brings a similarity of Mrs. Wilson's short film that she created. So let's go over and look at her creation right now. Hers is like a whole little short film, so we're gonna skip some parts so it isn't as long. So here we have the snowman nose being off the snowman's face is one of the indicators of Disney copying Mrs. Wilson's creative design of the snowman. The snowman's nose then falls into like a frozen lake, similar to um, Disney's Frozen Snowman, how his nose miraculously fell into a frozen lake. And you also have like this little small conflict between the animal and the snowman. You also have the animal giving the snowman back his nose, which happens in the Disney Frozen trailer as well. So it's certain things that were taken from Mrs. Wilson's creative work, even though hers isn't the exact same as the Disney work. But there was at least 6 Pixar employees that seen the film before the creation of Frozen. So some of the things that are being taken apart here is when you look at them both in their longevity, you won't really see a similarity. But what breaks down the plagiarism and of the case is that the location of the Frozen scene, and with that being at a frozen lake, it's another identifier that, okay, they took um, what she made, and you can say made it better, but and in the heart, at its core, it is her work, even though it's not exactly a copy. At its core, they copy what she originally designed and made. And Miss Wilson also has said she has sent numerous job applications to Disney and Pixar, which included images and references to the snowman. So, with that being said, Disney um, lost this court case, and it was ruled in the favor of Wilson because the last standing comment Disney had was that, oh, at the time, the snowman wasn't popular. Popularity doesn't save you from copying somebody's work. When you have employees that admitted that they are similar, you have employees that seen the original Snowman short film that she created, and basically they took the inspiration from that and made the Olaf's this teaser trailer, um, which isn't in the movie. It's just a teaser trailer of Frozen. Um, but still, it was plagiarism, and it infringed on the intellectual property that Miss Wilson had. So let's talk about how one of our beloved superheroes was born. I'm pretty sure everyone in this room knows about Superman, but do you really know the foundation of how his character came into creation? Um, there was a character before Superman, roughly in the 1940s to 50s. His name was the original Captain Captain Marvel, and today he is known as Shazam. But we'll get to how he was birthed into being Shazam. So, at the time of Superman being created, he was very popular, and he flew off the shelves, and he was on every newspaper, and almost every TV show was being made about Superman. Other than being in the theater, a character that had the theater scene and was very wide known was the original Captain Marvel. In the court case that lasted 12 years, DC actually was suing FC Comics for the infringement of the original Captain Falcon at the time, for being like Superman. They end up saying Superman had so many similarities to the original Captain Marvel they brought up all types of similarities of these two characters. How they can fly, how they both look handsome and unshaven, how they both had super speed, indestructible, bulletproof. The way they even their villains were even kind of similar. Um, so that boiled down to the point where DC won. Actually lost at first the court case, but it was actually they came back and appealed because at the time of the first failure of the court case is when they seen that Superman had no copyright emblem. So at that time, Superman could be used by anyone because they didn't really own Superman in the legal system. Like they owned Superman as they thought, but at 2 years after that point, anyone could make any Superman until they had to get the actual rights to Superman. So they end up appealing and then actually coming back and countersuing FC Comics again, and they end up buying Shazam and other characters. So at the time, Captain Marvel wasn't trademarked, and neither was Superman. So Captain Marvel actually got trademarked by Marvel Comics, and they made that character a female, completely different from the original Captain Marvel. So um, after that, they changed Captain Marvel to be Shazam because they couldn't use Captain Marvel. So DC ended up buying the rights to Shazam and keeping their rights to Superman. So FC Comics, they had to end up paying around $400,000, which with inflation is about $4 million of today's money. So they settled and they lost all their assets. They lost the court case. So let's move on to our last case. We have Nintendo versus a ROM site. This individual, Matthew, he is the owner and creator of this hack slash ROM illegal website called ROM Universe. ROM Universe is a place that people paid this individual to get Nintendo games for free or at a discounted rate that you would get from the official Nintendo website. So what he would do is he has this device that would download. Well, he will get a copy of like the actual Nintendo source code, and he would download it and put it on this open website that anyone can go on to. And he actually charged some premium subscription fee of $30 if you wanted like the like newer Nintendo games. But originally he had a lot of free Nintendo games like Pokemon, Mario, the older ones, the retro ones for free. So Nintendo ended up suing ROM Universe to make a statement because a lot of ROM sites, um, there's a lot of clones of Mario and Pokemon and a lot of Nintendo assets. So to protect their copyrighted games, Nintendo really tried to make a statement with this individual because originally they were suing for about 15 million and they actually settled for 2.1 million. ROM Universe creator Matthew, he ended up losing this court case, But since he's classified as being unemployed, the judge settled his case so he could pay roughly $30 to $50 a month until his debt is paid off to Nintendo. Fun fact is that he actually missed his first payment of this court case. Of the settlement. So now he's being taken back to court and he's being charged and arrested for 11 felonies. He's also being charged on multiple copyright infringements of creating and selling Switch hats. Nintendo has a Nintendo Switch console, which this individual sells pieces that you can basically unlock your console to get any game on their Nintendo eShop. So yeah, so this guy, he's pretty much finna go to prison. So I would like to end the class on a little question. So if you all know the artist Cardi B, made this song called Up. It made, I'm pretty sure it was top of the billboards at the time of its release. But another artist came forward and said that she actually stole his song, or stole the hook of his song, and made her song. So I just want to see what you all's opinions are on this case, and let's discuss whether or not she copied his song, or did she get inspiration from it, or is her song original? Do they not sound completely the same? So let's take a listen.
Stuck, yeah, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Then
if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, yeah. Up, then it's stuck, then it's stuck, hey. Then it's stuck, yeah. Then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Then
if it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
Now, does this individual, the original creator, does he have the right to sue Cardi for the hook of his song versus her song? Let me know